In sports today, the Raptors face off in a do-or-die game in Washington. Here's Christina Succi with the details and the rest of your sports news.
Thank you, Kendra. Yes, starting off with the NHL playoffs, it is the best time of the year. It's an especially great time for Canadian hockey, seeing as 5 teams made into postseason for the first time since '04. That's a decade ago, so it's kind of a big deal. Now, the Winnipeg Jets are officially out after a 4-game sweep. But looking ahead at the Canucks Flames and the Sens Habs series, the rivalries there are very much alive. The Flames Canucks series has been a vicious one to say the least. There's been over 250 penalty minutes between the two. The Canucks will live, though, to see another day after getting the W last night in Vancouver. Now, the Nucks will try and come back from a 3-1 deficit for only the 4th time in franchise history. Flames, though, with the hold on the series 3-2. Now, from one rivalry to another, Habs-Sens, there's been some bad blood there for years now, but never so much as this year following the slash from PK Subban on Mark Stone in Game 1. Now, the Habs took a stranglehold on the series in Game 3 when they won their 3rd straight to go 3-0. But the Sens would blank them in Ottawa in Game 4. Now, some fast facts for you. Montreal has never lost a playoff series when they've been up 3-0, nor have they ever lost a series when they lead 3-1. So the Habs will take it back to Montreal tonight and attempt to uphold that record and finish off the series as they take on the Sens at the Bell Centre. Now, after losing both their opening series games in Toronto to the Washington Wizards, Toronto Raps point guard Kyle Lowry spoke to the media about their poor performance before Game 3 in Washington in what Lowry calls a do-or-die game for the team.
At the end of the day, I still got to go out there and do my job, and I got to do it way better than I've been doing it. Might have to be a matador, but I mean, jokingly, but I got to figure it out. Simple as that.
Game 1.
Lowry, who made the NBA All-Star team, has been down in shooting from 43% to 38% following the All-Star break. And his poor performance has really been exposed against John Wall and the Wizards, Wall dropping 2 of his 27 points and 16 assists, becoming the first player since Steve Nash in '06 to post at least 25 points and 15 assists in a row playoff game. It's been a big week for sports. It's playoff season, so you know you're going to see some highlight reel plays. We've got the top 5 right here in our Humber News Plays of the Week. Kicking it off with the King, he's got all the time in the world here. You know what he's going to do. He's going to throw down the windmill one-handed slam. Number 4, let's throw to Steph Curry. Curry, doing what he does best, hits a ridiculous game-tying shot to send it to OT. Number 3, Vladimir Tarasenko with the dirty dangle. The kid pulls the same move he used back at MSG in November. Number 2, keep your eye on Dale Weiss. He'll snipe for the OT win here. And number 1, Jays Orioles. Drew Hutchinson strikes out 7 players in 8 innings, only allowing 2 runs and 4 hits. Those are your top plays of the week. Back to you, Kendra.
Thanks, Christina. Here at home, the new provincial budget is bringing change and lots of it for students and young professionals. Here are some of the highlights from yesterday's reveal. Students on OSAP will face fewer restrictions when getting their funding. The changes include increases to the amount of funds you're eligible for, and there's incentive to pay back your loans faster. The debt cap is now set to the rate of inflation, so students will see their repayments increase by about $100 per year. Some better news once you're done school, though. The government is pledging $250 million more for youth job strategy. Transit should also be stepping up, with the promise to spend $11.9 billion on transit and infrastructure. It's the last week of school here at Humber, and students are getting ready for the summer. Our reporter Abida Donji headed out to the halls to see what you have planned.
I'll be working as a server over the summer and trying to relax as much as I can after a long year.
I'm looking forward to getting back to summer school, I guess. I just got to do that, and I'm looking forward to getting some more hours at work in my restaurant.
I am going to Chicago, Dominican, and trying to go on a cruise too.
I am looking forward to probably traveling around around the GTA or anywhere in Canada.
Well, this summer I'm actually planning to be coming back here again this summer, doing the extra courses and stuff like that, doing another semester. So
we'll see what happens.
I'm traveling. I'm going to Saudi Arabia. I'm going to Dubai. So I'm looking forward to doing that. In Saudi Arabia, I go to the holy places like Mecca and Medina to worship, especially during the month of Ramadan. We go there, we fast and everything, and my family's there, so I'm looking forward to meeting all of them. And then in Dubai, I have family there too, so probably after Ramadan to party there and things like that, yeah.
And as the school year wraps up, a big part of Humber is just beginning. The new Learning Resources Commons is open for business now, and people are moving in. Our reporter Karina Novish took a look around.
If you haven't seen the entire building from the main floor to the top, come and join me for an exclusive tour. We start things off on the main floor where the new office of the registrar has moved to. There is also a gallery and a place to enjoy a cup of coffee. But the biggest selling feature for students is on level 3, the Learning Commons. So much space and resources for students to use. Lynn Bentley, director of Humber Libraries, says the amount of study rooms available is a huge improvement. And they all have huge screens where you can hook up your laptop too. And all this is accessible 24/7. On the 4th floor is the library. It has compact shelving for books. With a press of a button, the shelves slide, which soon will be filled with books. Both levels 2 and 5 are not yet open because of ongoing renovations. On the 6th floor, we have the Human Resources and the Senior Administration offices, including the President's office. So we asked students what they think of this new building.
I'm loving it. It's beautiful.
It's spacious and I like all the bright light.
Kind of worried because we thought that this wasn't going to be done until after we graduated. So because it was done so early, it's making a huge difference.
Although all levels weren't accessible, as you can see, we made it to the top. I'm reporting from the 6th floor of the Learning Resource Commons. Karina Novish, Humber News.
If you were planning a trip downtown this weekend, you might want to think again, or at least plan a new route. The Don Valley Parkway is closed this weekend for spring maintenance. It will be closed in both directions between the Gardner and the 401. The closure will begin tonight at 8 o'clock and will end at 6 o'clock Sunday morning. Now with a look at what Mother Nature has in store, here's Jessica Ladd.
The sun is shining and you might see some blue skies, but it's definitely not warm out. Here's your full 3-day forecast. Today we have a mix of sun and cloud with a high of 8 degrees and a low of -2. Tomorrow we have a high of 13 degrees and it's sunny all day with a low of 2. Sunday there's a high of 13 degrees mixed with sun and cloud and a low of 2. That's it for your full 3-day forecast. Back to you in the newsroom.
Thanks, Jessica. We'll leave you today with a fine end, an Australian jockey who suffered a wardrobe malfunction down under. Blake Shin's breeches broke halfway through the race, leaving him with a bummer of a choice. Stop racing and pull up his pants, or grin and bear it. Well, the race must go on, so the 27-year-old decides to accept his unintentional mooning. Shin later tweeted, "Tried to give my fellow jocks a bum steer, but unfortunately backfired." The horse finishing just behind him was appropriately named Modesty. Talk about a photo finish. That's all for today and for this semester. For details on these stories and more, check out humbernews.ca. Humber News is produced by students in the journalism program at the North Campus. I'm Kendra Hamilton. Have a great summer, Humber.
Oh my God, so cute.
That's your 12 o'clock update. We'll be back in the World Wide Garage on Brimley Road Monday afternoon. Crazy, right?
People want to that's actually. Ooh.
Do you want to kill them?
Okay, yeah, kill him, right? Please shot. Thank you. Import it, save it, put it.
People want to get in these schools before to be happy donut. Yes, Conservative Party Finance Minister.
welcome to Humber News. I'm Hannah Hollingsworth coming to you from our newsroom here at Humber College.